Hi guys, Miss Durdle here. Today I'm going to be talking through Unit 3 Section B, which is the review. What I'm going to do first of all is copy the question into a document that I can work on. So I'm going to be using Google Docs because I just find it really easy for editing. And then I'm going to read through the question a couple of times and highlight the key words, especially the action terms. So analyse and evaluate at the start of this question are really key. Analyse, look at one specific moment, and evaluate, was it any good or not? The next couple of terms include the focus of the question, so physical characterisation. I know that I'm looking for physical skills. The question also asks for 2 key scenes, so I need at least 2 key moments. I can talk about more if I want to, but at least 2. I've also highlighted the audience. They need to be my focus throughout. And then the exam board gives you 3 little pointers. So the style of the production, how the skill is used, and also your response. So they want to know what you thought as a critic. With the exam board in mind, I've then gone to Shobi and found the marking criteria. And I've gone straight to the top band because I want to know exactly what I can do to get the top band answer. As I'm reading it through, I notice some words that I want some clarity on, so I'll find the definition or I can ask someone else for help if needs be, and then I've highlighted a few key things that I need to keep in mind. I'm now going to reorder my notes so that they are clear and logical, and I'm going to start with the key things, so who directed it, when was it on, where was it performed, and also the style of staging. I'm laying my notes out scene by scene just because the chronology of it makes sense to me, but if you wanted to organise it as characters and then have different scenes for different characters, that's also okay, but anything that makes sense to you. Now, I'm also including key terms in there, and I know it's about physical characterisation, so for example, proxemics or gait or posture are all key words that are easily found in my notes. Going back to the key information, so the director, name of play, etc., I'm going to use that to write my introduction. I've also got a sentence in there that summarises the plot of the play, and I've also got information about the style and the director, as well as a named actor in there as well. I'll be focusing on this character throughout, so I'm also going to add a few adjectives to describe this character as well. To show the examiner I know how a character progresses throughout the play, I'm going to talk about a scene from the start of the play and one from the middle/end. I'm going to start straight away by describing a really specific example that answers the question. So I'm going to talk about body language here and name the actor. This skill leads nicely into one of the scenes that I have notes on, so I'm going to write about that next, again using loads of key terms such as gait and posture. I'm making sure to analyse a specific section and evaluate as well, so saying that the actor is doing it really well and then saying what the effect is on the audience. All of these key things I've found from breaking down the question at the start of this process. Because I'm reviewing the play as a whole, I'm also going to include some other elements to show the examiner I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to watching and evaluating a play. So I'm going to talk about the design as well and how that helped the actor with their physical characterisation. So again, still answering the question. As I said before, when I'm talking about the second scene, I need to show the examiner that I know that characters progress and change throughout the play. So I'm going to pick a contrasting scene now where the character behaves in a completely different way. And I'm going to choose to talk about some of the same skills, so gait and posture, for example, so that the examiner can see how I can evaluate these skills and how they've been used differently. One of the most frequent things that I get asked about the review is, Miss, how should I end it? How should I conclude? And my advice would be, look back at the skills and the examples you've already written about. Is there something interesting there or an opinion there that you could use? And then add that to your conclusion. And also make sure you're ending in the first person so the examiner knows it's your opinion on the play. I'll be sharing this example answer and the notes and the whole document that I've used, and hopefully it will influence and guide you for your future reviews. Good luck.